All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's scaled down strength session. Okay. If you were watching earlier, just to get a little sneak peek of what's going on, we got one single item that we're just going to play with in a bunch of different ways today. So if you want to choose that item wisely, we want it heavy enough that you don't feel like you're going through the motions, right? But we want it light enough that you can do everything really well. Okay. So think about what you have available to you. Kind of find that middle of the road item. Okay. We have several things to go through for our warm-up because we want to make sure that we are primed and ready to rock by the time we get to our actual strength portions. So let's kind of go through what those are now, and then we'll talk about how we're going to go through those once we get going. So the first motion we're going to worry about, you're going to have a seat around you or a bench or preferably a seat. But you're going to put your hands on that seat. You're going to have your feet back behind you, and then you're going to step through. Sink your hips to get a stretch, put that leg back, and then switch. And we're just going to alternate feet. Okay, we're going to alternate feet consistently at a tolerable pace for 30 seconds. Easy. Once that 30 seconds is up, you're going to get a 15-second little switch period so you can reacclimate yourself and then move over to the next thing that we're going to do. That next thing, you're going to sit at the end of your seat, sitting up straight. You can angle your posture backwards, and you're going to bring one leg up, try and use the other hand to touch your toe, open back up, and then switch. So we do want to have that backwards leaning angle to put our pressure and our work through our abs and our hips. Okay, so sitting back, reach for one toe, reach for the other toe. We're just alternating toes for 30 seconds. From there, we're going to get back up. You're going to need a little space from side to side. For the next 30 seconds, we're going to step to one side, push, step to the other side, and push. We don't need to worry about going low. We're just warming up. You do want to worry about keeping that one leg nice and straight. So if you shift to the one side, that's the only side that's bending. Okay, so the hip is sitting back, the knee is flexing, both feet are flat on the floor, and this leg stays straight at the knee so that you just move from your hip and your ankle. Okay, and we'll alternate sides with that. Once you're done with the side lunges, you're going to come back to your seat. You're going to put your hands on it again. This time your legs are going to stay stable, and you're going to allow your shoulder blades to relax and kind of slide together behind you. Your chest will sink, and then slide them back to the front. Let them slide behind, push them back to the front. So from a little slightly closer angle, okay, we allow our chest to relax. That lets our shoulder blades slide behind us, and then we press through our chest to push them back in front. So we slide, push, slide, push. You can practice that motion while you're standing before you put your body weight onto it. Okay. From there, you're going to try and reach down for your shins or your toes. So whatever you can reach. Okay, try to reach down either for your shins or for your toes. If you can get to your toes, fantastic. If you can't, just put your hands on your shins. You're going to sit down and then push your knees nice and straight to feel a big stretch down the back of your legs and into your calves. If you can do that with your fingers under your toes, even better. If you can't do either of those, just put your hands on your seat. Okay, but everybody's seat is probably taller than they need it, so we're going to try to go shins. So you're going to sit down and then stretch. And we're going to stay in that stretch for a few seconds. Sit down and then stretch. Okay, feet are always flat. Hands are either on your shins, or if you can hook your fingers under your toes, don't squish your fingers. Okay, but that'll be an even bigger stretch. And then lastly, sitting again, you're going to focus on posture. You're going to make a big W out of your arms, and you're going to turn one arm upside down as best you can, and then turn it back. And then we'll turn the other arm upside down and then turn it back, right? Doing a little cactus motion. Make sense? Good. We're going to go through all that twice. Don't worry about remembering it all. I'm going to remind you as we're going. If you want to look ahead, okay, underneath the video itself, it's all listed out in the description. While you're down there, you can click on that little thumbs up and like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Everybody needs a little fitness in their life. Okay, so I lost my timer. It happens. So everything is 30 seconds long, right? I'll remind you what we're doing as we're getting to it. You'll have 15 seconds to shake it off and be ready for the next one. So that first one is hands on your seat, legs back, and we're just going to step one leg through and then the other, okay? Stretching those hips. Starting in 10 seconds. Ready? I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Here we go. Hands on your seat and step. There you go. Front foot should be completely flat. Sink your hips through. Get a big stretch. Good work. Nice. See? That wasn't so bad. Now we're going to sit on your seat. We'll lean back, and you're going to try and touch opposite toes. 2, 1, lean back and go. Touch, touch. Nice. Chest up. Keep your airways open. Right? If you drop your chest down or you drop your chin down, you compress on your lungs. You can't take a very good breath. We need air, people. 5 more seconds. No need to rush. It's not going anywhere. Beauty. So now we're going to hop back up. We have that lateral step. It can be as big or as shallow as you need it to be. Right? This is scaled down class for a reason. Don't go bananas. Ready? Hit it. You want to go bananas, come to the earlier class. Those guys are nuts. That's it. Good weight shift. Shift it over. Shift it back. Both feet are flat. Looking good. 5 more seconds. Yeah. Right, so next we have those shoulder blade push-ups. So you can go hands. If your wrists are bugging you, you can put your forearms on your seat if it's padded. Right, forearms on a hard wooden kitchen chair never usually feel good. Ready, go. Hands down, slide your shoulders, push them back. Right, so if you are on your hands, don't bend your elbows at all. Everything is from the shoulder blades. If you're on your elbows, you don't have to worry about it. Just slide your shoulder blades. Perfect. So now we have that hamstring stretch. So you're going to get hands on your shins or under your toes. You're going to start with your knees bent, and then you're going to push them straight to get your butt up higher. Feeling that stretch in the back. And go. Start in a little bend. Push until they're straight. Sit back to a bend. Push until they're straight. There you go. Couple seconds up. Couple seconds down. Perfect. So next we're going to sit. I'm going to sit up tall. You're going to make a W out of your arms. Okay, W. And you're going to turn one half of the W upside down. Trying to mimic, go, a cartoon cactus. Can't say I've seen too many real cactus that look like this. Usually just the cartoony drawn ones. That's it. 5 more seconds. Really pivot that arm upside down, keeping your elbow at shoulder height. Good. You made it all the way around through the list. Back to the top. Back to those steps. We're going to do it all one more time. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Big And switch. That's it. Big proud chest. Good job. Sitting down on your seat, leaning back, touching opposite toes. And make sure when we lean that we're not rounding over. Chest up. And go. Guys getting warmed up yet? Feel that temperature rise? Maybe your heart rate starts to elevate a little bit. Breathing starts to speed up a little more frequently. 8 more seconds. All good stuff. All things we need to do on a regular basis. 2, 1. Bam. Let's hop up. Lateral lunges. Both feet stay flat. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Shift and shift. Almost ran into my seat. Don't run into your seat. Facial awareness. Ten more seconds. Keep those steps nice and smooth. Good. Shoulder blade push-ups. Elbows if you want, hands if you can. No elbow bending if you're on your hands though. 3, 2, 1, go. You got it. Nice. Right, hands back on your shins for that hamstring stretch. We sit and then we push up. 3, 2, ready, and go. Sit for a couple seconds. Stretch for a couple seconds. Sit for a couple seconds. You got the hang of this. Getting looser every time we push up. That's the idea. It's working. Good, little rest. Last one. Sit on your seat. Cactus arms. Sit up tall. Ready? And turn them over. That's it. Keep the height of that elbow at your shoulder height. We just want to pivot. We don't want to drop the whole arm. Just turn it upside down. You got to remind those shoulders, they're supposed to be our most mobile joint, not our least. Beauty. All right. Shake all that out. Little water if you need it. All right, you guys catch your breath while I gab a little bit. So like I mentioned, you're going to need one item pretty much for everything we're going to do. You only need that one item. It should be modestly weighted. If it's too light, you're just going through the motions. If it's too heavy, the motion is going to be too hard to do well. So we need a happy middle. Okay, so choose something, household item, dumbbell, whatever you have, kettlebell. Kettlebell would work if you borrowed a kettlebell, or if you already own one, kettlebell of modestly weight. Okay, would do well for a lot of these. Right, so it's totally up to you. What you're going to do for the first one, you're going to hold whatever you have right by your shoulder with your elbow tucked in tight, and it should just be resting in the palm of your hand. Okay? If you are squeezing a ton, you're overusing that arm for what you need to do. Okay? Don't fatigue the arm out like crazy when all you need to do is just keep your fingers curved under the item, and it'll sit there, because that's all it's going to do is live right there. You're going to have it at your shoulder, and you're going to squat down to try and touch your rear end of your seat, keeping your posture up. So you're going to cradle that right by your shoulder. The other arm can be anywhere you want. You're going to sit down and find your seat, and then come back up. If that seat is so high you don't feel like you're doing anything, then move forward and sit without it. Totally fine. Preferred, actually. Okay? But the seat is always an option if sitting lower than that height is too little crazy for you. Once we've done 10 on the one side, we'll get 10 on the other side. Same idea. Cradle by your shoulder, balance with that arm somewhere, sit down to touch your seat, or as low as you're comfortable going, if you can go lower than any seat height you have available. Cool beans? Good. Once you've done 10 on each side, you're going to keep that item. We're going to lean forward. You're going to balance with your hand, okay, not on anything, just out. And then you're going to row with that item to your ribs, okay? So not putting your hand on anything, you just keep your back flat on your own. And you're going to row to your ribs. You have 10 rows on each side, okay? None of this should be as fast as possible. It should all be done well with a modest weight. That way you actually feel like you're doing something. Make sense? Super simple, super effective. Okay, we're going to offset our weight a little bit on that one side. It's going to challenge our core while we're squatting. And then we're going to offset our weight for our row. Same thing. And challenge our lower back to stay stable when we're rowing. All right, so choose your item. You got 10 seconds. You got it? Good. Let's go. Right, so we're going to have that item by one shoulder. That other arm can be out for balance. If you're using a seat, just make contact and then come back up. Don't rest on it. If you're not using a seat, make sure you're going as low as you can, that you can still get back up. Here we go. Ready? Hit it. 1, 2. Feet are always flat. That's 7. Open your hips at the top of each one. 8. 9er. And 10. Good. Switch arms. Ready? And go. Nine and 10. Excellent job. Now you're going to lean over with a flat back. Keep yourself steady, and you're going to row 10 times with each arm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't twist. 5, 6, 8, 9. Good. Other arm. Flat posture, and row to your rib. 7, 8, and 10. Perfect. So that was one round. We have 3 more cycles of those 2 exercises. Think about what you used, right? If it felt adequate, you felt like you were getting some work out of it, great. Let's try to rock with that the whole 4 sets. If you were kind of going through the motions and you have a heavier option, now's the time to grab it while you're still fresh. All right, we want to manage our fatigue so quality stays up. About ready? Me too. Let's do this. Okay, 10 squats with each arm. If you're using a seat, when your rear end makes contact with it, don't let your heels lift off of the ground. A tendency once you touch your butt to something is your heels will come up and then you'll rock them back down. Ixnay on the rocking A. Just make contact with your rear end. Keep your feet flat as if there was no seat under you. Okay, and then lift yourself back up. Hand at your shoulder. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Yeah, buddy, switch sides. There it is. Eight, 9, and 10. Good job. Good forward lean now. Single arm row, not letting your body twist. Ready? Let's go. Eight, 9, and 10. Switch. Flat back. 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. That was 2 rounds down. Give it a little shake. Okay. The volume of work is a little higher for this type of exercise routine just because we're doing each side individually. So it's doubling it up on the legs. I'm sure you've noticed. All right, but we need to build that volume a little bit. Can't just do basic stuff all the time. You guys ready for the next round? We're halfway there. Okay, here we go. Hand at your shoulder. Feet are squared up. Make contact if you're using a seat. And go. There's 5. 9. Good. Switch sides. Ready? Let's go. Nine. One more. Good. Bent over row now. Nice flat back. And go. Eight, 9, switch. Moving and grooving, kids. Let's keep it going. Keep that back flat, chest up, tummy tight. And 10. Good work. One more time around. Give it a little shake out. Let some circulation flush some stuff out. Okay? And then we'll jump back in defense. Pull your swimmies up. Ready to rock? Let's go. Okay, hand at your shoulder. Good posture. Let's do it. Ready? And go. We're at 5. 9 and 10. Switch sides. Let's do it. Here's 2. 7, 8, 9, and good. Excellent. Bent over rows. Here we go. Flat back. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Beauty. Change sides. Last arm. Ready? 1. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect job. Excellent work at home. Set that item down. Take a good little break. So now, while you're resting, I'll chat a little bit. We're going to do another 2 exercises. You're going to need 1 item again. Probably the same item for both again. It may be a little bit lighter than what you were just using. If you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. Do your best. Okay, but if you do have a choice, keep a lighter item close by, just in case. So the first thing we're going to do, you're going to hold that item in one hand. You're going to keep that arm nice and straight. You're going to allow that arm to pendulum you down. Okay, feel it load up your hamstrings and your low back, and then clench your butt and stand back up to swing that arm and the item out away from you till about forehead height. Once you get to forehead height, allow it to swing you down again. Okay, so you're controlling all of this with the back side of your body. Okay, the low back, butt, hamstrings are doing all the work. If you feel the top of your shoulder doing a ton, you are using your arm way too much. Okay, your arm should just be a rope hanging with that item in the hand. Okay, so we're going to use our hips to generate some force and to slow that force down as it's penduluming down between your knees. Okay, make sure you're going between your knees. We're only using 1 item, so we want to keep it centrally located, okay, on our center of gravity and center of mass. Right? Since we're just using 1 arm, don't go to the side. You're going to get a weird twist. Okay, right down the center, so you can load up your hips evenly. You'll feel a little more on one butt than the other, but it's still better than going off to the side. You have 10 swings. Once we've done 10 swings with each arm, then is where we're going to probably want the lighter one, unless you're having a really good day. You're going to get that arm with the item overhead. I know, that's the tricky part in itself. Once it's overhead, you want to sit your butt down to your seat again, and then come back up. So that's how you know which item you want to work with. Maybe it's absolutely nothing. And maybe you just hold an empty hand up in the air and sit to your seat and back up. And your whole goal is to keep your arm right beside your ear. Okay, not letting it be out in front. Just get it beside your ear and keep it there the whole time. It's only going to be 8 on each side for that overhead squat. So the swing is 10, the overhead squat is 8. Okay, it's hard enough. We can trim some repetitions off of it. All right, so the arm is up, find your seat, and then stand back up, keeping that arm straight up in the same position the whole time. Make sense? Pretty simple still. Definitely effective and could be hard for some people. On that note, you guys got a plan? You know what item you're going to use? Cool. Grab the swinging item, and we'll get started with that. Okay, it's 10 swings on each side, not lifting it with your arm, just controlling your arm using your rear end and your low back. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beauty. Now for the tricky one. Okay, arm overhead. And you're going to try and keep it there. 8 squats on. Ready? Let's bring it up. Keep it close to your ear and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. Beauty. Other arm. Okay, tummy strong. Counterbalance with that opposite arm wherever you need it to be. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Oh, and you know what? Totally spaced. I got distracted by the car driving by. We're only doing 8. My bad. 8 on each arm for the overhead squat. See? Distractions are everywhere. Little rest, and then we have 10 swings with each arm again. I'm not used to people coming by my windows anymore, since this end of the building is usually empty. So totally distracted by the car. Sorry about that. Right, back to the swings. Tummy strong, using your hips to generate the force. This is 10 with each arm. Here we go. Big breath, tummy strong. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it. There's 6, 8, and 10. Very good. Back to that overhead squat. I know it's your new favorite exercise. Try to contain your excitement. Right? Here we go. Arm up. Make sure we're loose and ready. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switch arms. You guys are so good. Arm up. Other one out for balance. Same idea, just 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. And 8. Beautiful. Sit that sucker down. Right, little shake. Some feeling back in those arms. Hold that overhead. Get a little wonky after a second. All right, so we're halfway there. We got 2 more cycles of both of those. And then we're gonna move on. We got some fun core stuff later. All right, you guys feeling good? Feeling froggy? You ready to hop back in? Let's get those swings. Swings are the easy one. Ready? And hit it. 1, 2, 3. Try to relax that arm. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not really doing anything. 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're back to the fun one. Like whenever we have sit-ups in a workout, it feels like we're always doing sit-ups. Overhead squats. Feels like we're always doing overhead squats. The other ones go so fast and they're fun. This one feels like work. Speaking of, let's get to work. Arm overhead. Keep it in line with your ear. Ready? Let's go. Arm up. And sit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. 5. So close. 6, 7. One more. And 8. Yeah. Switch arms. Okay. Put it in the same spot. Straight up. Feel that balance point. Right? You should be balancing on your frame. Your shoulder just feels like you're lifting it the whole time. You don't have it close enough to your center of mass. Ready? Set and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and oh, I did it again. 10. See? Another car drove by. I gotta put the shades down or something. It's like squirrel. Silly cars, right? The good news is we only have 1 more set. So I can only screw up 1 more time with this one. You guys doing okay? You look amazing. That's step number 1. Okay, here we go. Last round of each thing. 10 swings with each arm. Use those hips. Okay, use your posture. The arm is going for the ride. Your posture is controlling everything. Here it is. 10 swings on one and then switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. If you have an arm that dislikes the overhead squat more than the other arm, let's do that arm first. Get that sucker done with so you can end on a high note. Right? Here we go. Find that arm. Set yourself up. Okay? Let's get that arm overhead. Tummy tight. I'll try to count correctly this time. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 1 more, 8. Yeah, see? I did that. Took all my hands, but I did it. Other arm, ready? I might need my toes for this one. Get that arm up, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, and 8. Perfect job. You get to put that item away. We don't need it anymore today. You also can move your seat off to the side a little bit because you need some floor space. We have a little core work to do. And yes, you should get on the floor. I've said it many times. If you don't get on the floor often, when you do end up on the floor, you have no idea how to get back up. So we need to keep practicing. Sweetness. So now, once you're down here, we have 2 things to do again. Thing 1, you're going to be on your back. You're going to have your legs out straight. You want to zipper them all the way together. You're going to have your right arm up to the ceiling. Your left arm can be out to the side. Okay, that way you have a bit of a rudder and a kickstand so that you can control your motion. With your left arm out to the side, you're going to reach your right arm up for the ceiling, turning onto your left side. So at no point should you throw that right arm over. Okay, the right arm is just always up to the ceiling, whether you're on your side or your back. Okay, tummy strong. If you're feeling really good, you can pick your feet up off the floor, as long as also you don't throw those over. Okay, that's not the point. The point is to try and twist onto your side and then control your twist back by using your tummy more than anything else. All right, we're going to get 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. Once we've done those 10, you're going to tuck your feet in, you're going to bridge your rear end up, and we're going to march in that bridge. Okay, 10 with each leg. Very simple numbers. They're the same numbers, so I don't get confused about which one we're on. I can't see the windows from down here, so distractions will be minimal. Right? We should be fine. Piece of cake. Okay, so make sure you're on the floor. I'll give you a second to get down there. Legs are going to be out straight. Oh, a little hip stretch real quick. Okay, legs will be out straight so that you can control your twist. Okay, using your trunk. All right, we should all be down there now. Right arm is up. Zipper your legs together. Left arm is out. You're going to turn onto your left side. Ready? And go. 1, control it back. 2, 3. When you twist back, just go to flat. 4, don't rock all the way to the opposite side. 5, that's called cheating. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Good. Get this thing out of the way. It's annoying. All right, other side. Left arm is up, right arm is out, and we're twisting to the right. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. Excellent job, boys and girls. All right? Did you have one side that liked that a little bit more than the other? Most people do. It's okay. We want to even that out eventually. It's not the end of the world if that's the case at the moment. All right, so heels dug in, knees are about halfway bent. Okay, if you have them all the way bent, that's a little more pressure than you want to put through those joints right now. So about halfway bent so you can use your heels on the floor. You're going to lift your butt, you're going to keep it up, and we're going to march. 10 with each leg. Ready? And lift, and let's march. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more each side, and 10. Perfect. Nice little rest. Maybe while your knees are bent, you rock your hips side to side. Get those hips and low back to loosen up a little bit from the overhead stuff and the swinging we did before. All that stuff adds up. Cumulative fatigue is a thing, and we can help manage it. Ready? Let's go back to the twist. Legs out straight. Zipper them together. Right arm is up. Left arm is out. If you want to, you can cross your left arm over your chest. Your elbow will stick out enough to still stop you like a kickstand, right? But you won't have the added assistance of the weight of that arm being out there. So give that a shot if you want to spice it up a little bit. Ready? And go. Twist on to the left. And then control back. 1, 2. Keep your feet together. 3, 4. Try not to push onto the floor with your heel to get you to go over. 6, 8, and 10. Good. Switch sides. 3, 5. Keep that right arm bent and tucked in if you can. 7, 9, and 10. Excellent job. So now we'll go knees bent. You're going to lift your rear. You're going to keep your rump off of the ground. And we're going to march. Knees half bent, toes up. Go ahead and kind of tuck your pelvis back to tighten up your tummy before you lift. And then we'll lift that off of the ground. Ready? And march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Halfway there, kids. Give that a little shake out. Take the pressure off of your hips and your low back for a second. Maybe let your abs get a little reprieve. All right, we're going to go legs straight again. Remember, tuck that one arm. That way it's out of the way and you don't get it for a little help. You should be good enough now that we don't need it. Yeah, you may like it, but you don't need it. Okay, zipper those legs together. Tummy strong, and we're going to twist. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Great job. Switch sides. Okay, tuck the right arm, left arm is up. Zipper those legs. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, buddy. Bend your knees, tuck those feet in. We have a bridge with several marches. I found the one rock on the floor with my head. Serves me right. Making you guys do stuff on the floor. Ready? Hips up and march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Heck yeah. Little rest. Shake those hips out a little bit. Let those feet relax. You ever notice your shins get tight when you're doing bridging and you're only using your heels? Muscles down in front of your shin, we're not using them regularly. They fatigue pretty fast and they just cramp up. All right. This is it, boys and girls. Last set of each. Last set of twists, last set of marching. Here we go. Legs out straight. Right arm is up, left arm is in. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Beauty. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Last thing, we have that round of bridging. So we'll lift you up, and we'll march those feet. Okay, tummy strong. Keep those toes up, right? Even if your shins are getting tired, you'll be okay. Toes up. Ready? Go ahead and lift, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Heck yeah. Nice job, everybody. Take your time getting off of the floor. One thing you don't want to rush at is that, because you'll go even faster right back down. Whew. Excellent job today, folks. As always, thank you guys so much for joining us. All right, Connecticut Fitness Lab really loves putting on these videos for you guys. We hope you enjoy them as well. Make sure you hit the little thumbs up for us and show us that you like them. Okay, and you can always leave us a comment or a question. We're happy to answer any questions you have. If you have a particular issue that you want to know about, we're happy to give out some advice, maybe a couple of exercise options and based on what you got going on. And we look forward to talking to you. Okay? Until next time, be safe. We'll see you on the internet. Bye.